Welcome to Sunday Reflections, where I reflect on things on a Sunday. Sunday Reflections. Welcome, everyone. No one is here, but they will be. People will start to show. Maybe. Sunday Reflections, yeah. And True American Loretta, welcome. Welcome. Sunday Reflections. Ghetto. Oh, perfect timing. Was it really? Outstanding. Nunya, Texas. Welcome. Sunday Reflections. So obviously, Kentucky Survival, Ontario Prepper. Obviously, what I've been reflecting on is those who have fallen. Joe Morgan. I'm cooking and someone needs someone to listen to. All right. Well, now I'm the voice that you're listening to while you cook. All right. I'll try to keep it less spicy. Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, my phone died while we were talking, so I do apologize for that. I was going to talk about something terribly important, but of course, we all do, right? Pepper Cowboy, hoorah, yut, Semper Fi. Spicier the better. Well, it's not going to be too spicy, but it is. It is kind of some spicy shit. It's for them, for those who have ears that do not wish to hear and that try to stifle our voices. Yep, right on. Piss off a coward day. Yes, into the world. That's it. Piss off a coward day. And I talked to my mom. I always talk to my mom around this time, Saturday, Sunday. And, obviously she knows everything. She knows all the history. She knows all the people. And what she can tell me and remember is it ties into what other people have told me and I remember and they remember. So um, my my grandfather was in World War I in the Aragon Forest. Him and a friend, his battle buddy Sutton Dribble. I know it's a weird name. I even looked it up. But him and Sutton Dribble went to the Aragon Forest with the Hotel Company 358 Infantry. I got shit written down on the walls over here. But yeah, he served from 1918 to 1919. Him and his friend Sutton Dribble. And the adventures they had, they fought in the bloodiest battle where over 26,000, the bloodiest battle in American history, where 26,000 Americans died and 120 casualties. The Aragon, the Meuse Aragon offensive, which was a huge offensive. Yeah, be your own first responder, because nobody's coming. Obviously, if they do, maybe they'll just stand around your house and chill out, drink some coffee, eat some donuts. Who knows these things? Yeah, they seem to be doing a lot of that nowadays. But my grandfather and his friend got buried alive in a trench for 3 weeks, and they had to dig their way out. But that's just my father and his friend who survived. But they had countless friends that did not survive. And of course, on my family side, going all the way back, I am named after a a filthy rebel scum that fought in the Tennessee Regulars, the Tennessee Confederate Army. fought at the Battle of Shiloh. That's where I get my namesake. And countless uncles, obviously great uncles, died in that battle and Civil War. And then countless, what my mom said was countless cousins, spanning 3 different families in the family names. There were like 3 or 4 family, the Scotts and Rains and the Dimmings, the Rosses, all these names, all these families lost countless. I mean, literally, they took a booming town, a booming Tennessee town of farmers and workers, and turned it into a ghost town overnight when these guys left, all went off to fight in World War I, in World War II, and in Vietnam. I had a lot of uncles that actually did survive and come back, but I don't know of any that did go, that I knew that didn't come back. So getting that intel on those guys, on all those, it's and people actually have, in my family, they have that. They keep the keepsakes. They have a box. They have the ribbons, the badges, the piece of paper with all their information and rank and time served and where they went, where they serviced, what they did, things they carried, things they still carried to the day they died, things that were given back to them, when they died, Yeah, so, right, Joe. We are a nation of heroic warriors. Our lineage is a nation of heroic warriors. That is our stock. That is our lineage. Going all the way back, even before 1776. Most people that come over here knew that the way was dangerous. They were already veterans. Most of them were already veterans. And they came here to get away from the wars. Get away from the campaigns. Get away from all the craziness and make their own way, make their own life. And, people are going to argue that no, people came here to work, to start plantations. And well, that came later. That came a lot later. But people had to people had to come here and make their own way, and they had to fight to do it. Right, Joe. So a lot of these people already knew war before they came here. 272 days. Wow. Prepper 101. That's amazing. 272 days. Every day, never forget. I make one, right? Backs against the wall right now. It's what will make great men soon. Yeah. Avon calling. Be charming. Be charming. Eric just got home from the flea market. So I cannot go without reflecting on our forefathers, that and our aunts and uncles. I found out my grandma worked in the steel plant. She did the whole. That was her. Oh, she did that. She did her part. For World War I. Dirty sausage. Welcome. We all know somebody in our family. No family was left untouched. Very few families were left untouched. Rose, that's it, Majik. Rosie the Riveter. I'm not saying my grandma was that, but she did her part. She went and worked into the, there's a big place called the Kilgore Corporation, and it's been around for that's all they've done is make military stuff. Deathclaw Jedi. Deathclaw. Well, we know that's a planned thing, but realizing, having the realization that that's where you come from, then you know, that's why we're free. Deathclaw. That is why we're free, because men of sterner stuff figured that's it. I would rather go off to war and fight, meet them on the battlefield, on the fields, than meet them in my house or in my front yard. Or for my family to meet them. Oh, okay. Rosie the Riveter. Yeah. I know my grandma could cook. Man. But they owned a big, huge farm, which I talked about too. Which, interesting. We lost it, but the history is still interesting. So, we all know people. We all have people in our family that went and they served and they came back and they died here. Those people know people who died in battle. They were their friends, their brothers. Most of us vets who did anything, have people that we know that went off to die, that died. It gave the ultimate sacrifice, that caught exited meat suit right there in front of you, or later on. That's the burden that we carry, and that's a recent one. Everyone from Afghanistan to Iraq. It's a guilt. It's a guilt that haunts you. It does. Even though we made it out alive, they did not, and that's your brother. Even though they were a piece of shit, or they smelt funny, or they stole stuff from you, it's still your brother. Grandfather was 17 years old at Pearl Harbor. 17. What were we doing at 17? Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Yeah, these men went to another country, another shore, and fought like gods, so that we didn't have to. So those of us at home didn't have to. They stood up and they said, let's go. Outstanding, Deathclaw. Outstanding. Yeah. So, looking, hindsight being 2020, right? Looking back at our lives, at my life, and wondering what happened, why they died. What do we see from their sacrifice? We see everything. Everything that we have enjoyed up to a certain point. 700 miles away from my family. Yeah, I've done the same too, Eric. Yeah. Yep, even though you're scared shitless. Yep. Doing the things, doing the right thing. Everything that they have done, that they just went, no question. I'm pretty sure there's a question. We all question our sanity when you're running into the bullets. We see the way forward. So many ignored it. More is the pity. Yeah, the pity. The pity can be painful sometimes. And actually insulting, right? So it's something you have to deal with. Something we all have to deal with. But they built this country. Guardsmen, welcome. They built this country with blood. And their offspring followed in their footsteps, which were hard footsteps. And they too shed their blood. And their offspring, and so on and so forth. Until we have us. I'm lucky that I did not die over there. That's good. I am here. And so, what about the future? I don't want to get too far into it, but we all know what's coming. Demo, yeah, right. Demo, yeah. Korea. Wow, ICBMs. Yes. And these vicious, not only that, is they knew end of the world. Remember this one. They knew what love was. They were willing to die for it. They loved their family. They loved their children. They loved their friends. They loved their countrymen. They loved their band of brothers, who they went into the belly of the beast to rip out its heart. And didn't care if they lost legs and arms, caught on fire. They still kept fighting. These are stories. Stories of amazing, heroic, amazing. Just normal, average, everyday American men and women that could not stand idly by whilst the world burned. Because the world was, throughout the time. Right, Grossman, yeah. Yeah. We're facing the same thing. We're facing the same thing they did. Are we willing to go to war like they did? What's up, Keith? Hey. I mean, just check out some of the Medal of Honor recipients. Arms on fire. Gun on fire. Still shooting. Lost arm. Lost said arm. Got shot. Lost an eyeball. Continued to take down Nazis. Elshad, the ex-brother. Thank you very much. Yep, check out the X here. I've still yet to put the last inscription on it. There you go. Oder Dumari. Yeah. Anyway. These men that grew fucking balls of steel, solid steel, went into battle with their other brothers, with brothers with the same blood that coursed through their veins. And through insurmountable odds and superior firepower, saved the day, won the day, stopped the world from becoming the Third Reich a big concentration camp. No. uh, we still have that today. We still have that same blood courses through our veins. Right, Simo Haya, shot in the face by a Russian exploding ammo and finished the winner. And yeah, Simo Haya from the Finnish army. Miss Ghetto, hey, welcome. Every day, never forget. And on this day, we should never forget why they gave their lives. Because they had this idea and this notion, which, you know, kind of works, is that if you fight and die for freedom, it will continue. It is better to fight and die on your feet than to live on your knees. And yes, we are being absolutely eroded. Our morals and values and I Ghetto, I talked about it, you know, briefly on your channel, on your live stream, is that if the population does not have morals and values and a code, a love for their family, then they have nothing to fight for. So that, yes, that is my biggest fear, is that this generation will have nothing to fight for. Will feel like they have nothing to fight for. They will just kind of sheep along and carry on with the compliance and live their life in complacent slavery. Well, our forefathers knew that that was not the life for them. They knew this. They seen it. And they fought tooth and nail to never go there again. Skull, to your soul. Right on, Miss Ghetto. 5 uncles, World War II. Wow, look at this. No, Charity. Not right now. She's been eating very well today. I eat well tomorrow. I eat well every day. You know, eggs, bacon, sausage. But butter. Dad worked in the defense building, engineering, and maintaining Tomahawk and Titan missiles. Damn. Hell yeah. I can hear their voices. Am I sick? Are you sick? What's wrong with me? I can hear their voices from the graves. You should too. We all should. They loved us so much that they were willing to sacrifice everything and die. They walked away from family, friends, a future, to fight an evil that was taking over the world. Kind of similar to what's going on today. It's kind of the beginnings of it. This time, our government is not ours anymore. It's still a good question if our military is ours anymore. Right on, Guardsman. Wolfpack. These traditions live on, Guardsman. You know, with groups and militias and family, and mags, and we tell stories. Money. Either we are too complacent or we're too arrogant to do anything about it, about our being our government turning into a regime. JR, welcome. I don't know. It's kind of like when the French got invaded. They just kind of said, "Okay, come on in. We'll fight. We're not going to fight you. Come on in." Okay. Now that we have you surrounded, now we'll begin to fight you. Stella, when do we fight? When do you want to fight? Which hill would you like to die upon? There's so many right now. And it's also very apparent that wow, Carson. It's very apparent that it's very obvious that the alphabet soups are running all these gaslighting operations and glowies. Charity, no. Working their magic, what's that? Gretchen Whitmore. I looked it up. I remember that. Yeah, we're 6 out of the 7 of the group. We're all glowies, and now it's coming out that Mr. Buffalo was him and 6 other retired FIBA were planning and going through their checklist and manifestos. This is what we're facing. This is the kind of thing we're facing now. It's an enemy from within. The enemy is in the gates. They're inside the gates. They're in the wire. We need a leader like Washington. Okay, where the fuck is he? Sorry, Loretta, but I'm gonna get a little fucking spicy here. No one is coming to fucking save you. No one. There's no fucking leaders. Every fucking leader that steps up to the plate fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I'm sorry. But you do inspire that in me, Loretta. And I'm not yelling at you. All respect. But there's nobody fucking coming to save us. We are on our fucking own. That's it. That is the truth. Trump cannot save us. Potato Joe definitely can't fucking save us. He couldn't fight himself out of a wet paper fucking bag. Klaus is coming to save us. That's your saviors. That's who we have. That's who we have. Alex Jones. I mean, okay, all right. You want to look at some people. Alex Jones is not coming to save us. He's the first one to be assassinated. They're suicided. I'm sorry. They're going to go for his ass quick. It's gone. It's gone. We're now living in the USSA. But no one is coming to save us. And no one was coming to save us in 1776. Matter of fact, we were completely surrounded by a massive world force. We were completely surrounded and being threatened by the axis of evil itself. Who developed a nuclear bomb to fucking destroy us? And we beat them. We beat them. With a grease gun and a fucking knife. A big 45 caliber gun and a knife. That's how it was mostly done. Rough men. Rough men must stand ready. And if this is all we got, then this is all we got. Let's go. But in this fifth generation warfare, that's where warfare as you know it has evolved. Just look it up. Fifth, I mean, it's a very controversial subject as well because it incorporates a lot of shit that can be alien to a lot of people. Fifth generation warfare. That's what we're facing. Yeah, harvest. Yeah. So the enemy is in the gates. They're in the wire. They're in the guard shack. They're in the CP. They're the ones giving the orders. They're the ones that are telling you to go this way, go that way. They're the ones that are feeding us and clothing us and making us fight and die for each other, for them. Sean, North Shore. That's true. That's true. They wanted their own country. And there was actually a little war. Canadians actually invaded and started a little war with Americans. And the Americans did the same. Chinook. Hey. Joe. All right. So, just thinking here, if I can talk to the blood. Really? Yeah, Sean. It's not just us. It's not just us. It's not just US. Hey, what's up? On TT. The Canadians. The French. Some Europe countries. A coalition of the willing. Australia. I mean, the alliance, the good guys. It was no question who the good guys were. We were the good guys. And all our friends were hanging out with us, drinking whiskey and sending it down. What life? Now it's this. We know who the enemy is, but it's like, well, do we go full on force? Do we do a direct action there? There's still laws of the land and all this and that. Any kind of insurrection will be dealt with severely and accordingly. That is the way that tyranny works. Yes, the J6 are still being incarcerated, being held against their will, with no trial, with no charges, maybe one charge. Rob vet. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I've often laughed about the about. But I mean, we do have Louisiana. Quezon. People need to speak up more and not be scared to shake some feathers, right? Let's get a family fight in the American Revolution. Wow. Yeah, we have history. It's what, 200, 300, 200, 300 years back. And you can go even further back because a lot of these people, a lot of our forefathers fought with the British in the British Army and got the fuck out, or they fought with another war. They fought in wars before this country was a country. So they kind of had some insider information, insider intel on how things worked. We do the same as well. So in this fifth generation warfare, We need to learn that. You know, we need to learn the new ways of combating, and you can see it, Wizard. Uh, weaponized maple syrup, yummy. It's a maple syrup bomb. Uh, I understand. Very infantile when you're faced with a regime that's been around for 2,500 years, or a country that's been around 2,500 years. But everybody is here. What do you call it? We are not a homogeneous population. We are a mixture of walks of life from all over the world. You go to Italy, you see Italians. You go to China, you see Chinese. You go to America, you meet everybody. Everybody here is represented. Big melting pot. You know? Give me your tired, your poor, and your huddled masses. Now that means something totally different. You know? And regardless of how people came here, why they came here. And they made a life out of it. And they made this country great. And a lot of that is owed to our forefathers, warriors that died in battle. Devil dogs. Tufanhunden. Belleau Wood. That's where that name comes from. We refer to them as ourselves as 2-foot onions, but anyway, Tufanhunden. It's German for devil dogs, because in the Battle of Belleau Wood, the Marines fought with such a ferocity, and it was close combat. It was in a forest that the Germans were like, oh fuck, these guys are a bunch of devil dogs, and so the enemy named us devil dogs. To those who have gone before us, yeah. And who knows? Maybe someday in the near future, there will be songs sung about us. Well, thank you, Ghetto. Miss Ghetto. Ready in minutes, ready for days, USPA. But I've just been totally reflecting on that. Totally. And with their death, we learned a lot. We learned loss. We learned grief. We learned sacrifice. Stella, that's kind of scary. Yeah, but it's true. The weight is on our shoulders. Pick it up and carry it. Now is not the time to drop it. They carried it. They picked it up. They carried it and gave it to us. Here, hold this. What am I holding? Everything. Everything you hold dear. The world, even. Hell, who knows? Maybe the fucking universe. Here, hold this. Give it to your children. Have them hold it. Pass it on down. Yeah, I can too, Guardsman. That's what they're saying. They're saying don't let go. Don't drop it. Because once you drop freedom, it's very, very hard to get back. If not impossible. What's up to us? What's up to families? maybe longer. That's how you do it. You go, they're coming for our kids? Well, fine. Let's fortify our kids. Let's make our kids stronger, smarter. Make them aware of their plans. I do believe in evolution. And yeah, the kids nowadays pretty smart. Pretty smart. Absolutely. They can run systems and all kinds of crazy things, algorithms and all that craziness. But what do they know of love? I'm a win-win. Welcome. What do they know of sacrifice? Right on, Rob. Yeah. We only took a knee to return fire, to take cover, to get a more steady shooting position. That's why we take a knee. Yeah, take a knee. Okay. You heard that constantly in the Marine Corps. Take a knee. 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 So we need to remind everyone, especially this new generation, what happened. What happened when tyranny raised its ugly head? Throughout United States history and beyond, and in the world, people stood up and went towards them, weapons in hand, and reckless abandonment. There were some smart guys in there too. Hey, go left instead of straight ahead. Yeah, flank them. All right, that's a great idea. You know, we learned a lot of tactics. We learned how to attack and defend. Yeah. Yes, this land is literally covered in blood. Think about it, most land is. But this one especially. We've been dying on this land, on this island in the middle of the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean for a long time. And even before that, the Native Americans, what Christopher Columbus thought they were Indians, so he called us Indians, and that, of course, name stuck. Yeah. They had some bloody battles too. You know, of course, you all know about the Vikings. Yeah. So even the UK has its bloody histories. Europe has its bloody histories. Memorial Weekend is hard for me. Yeah. Yes, that's it, Garsman. You're the line. And our founding fathers of this great nation, they were great thinkers. Some were veterans. You know, a lot of them served in some type of capacity in a war, you know, with Britain, against or during, or with another you know, they knew what war was. Hey, what's up, Tin Tech? And they knew that if we were going to be a free nation, a nation of free people, free from tyranny, from the British regime. Good evening, Tennessee Tactical. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. They knew that we had to declare some rights. They weren't given to us. We didn't ask for them. We declared them. We said, this is my right. I'm sorry, Stella. I have a friend of mine who is he's texting me constantly. He called me, he texted me, you know. Yes, tomorrow we remember those who give it all. And why they gave it all, right? So yeah, I do apologize still. We declared to the world what our rights are. And now we watch them go away. Being replaced, being stampled upon, burned. It's not a privilege. We didn't get our forefathers didn't give us this. We had it all the time. They just had to make us realize it and make us declare it to the world. Think about how much forethought had to go into that. No, we can't. We cannot comply with tyranny. Why would we? Why would we? What to enjoy our convenience? A person on my street put up a giant rainbow flag on their yard. I don't care what their social is, but how disrespectful. It's part of the agenda. See, we get to see through the eyes of what our forefathers taught us. They told us this shit was coming. Constantly, over and over and over again. In the VFWs, in the bars, at all the family gatherings, the family reunions. If you were going over there to do some work for Uncle Dwayne, guess what? He's going to talk to you about some shit. He's going to tell you about the war and why you need to do this and why you need to keep these, these things were instilled and ingrained in us, You always had the gym teacher that was a Vietnam vet, and he would scream at you like a freaking, drill instructor, ask you questions or why are you not a man? Get up that fucking rope right now, son. We had people that pushed us. So we have to push them. We can't be comfortable. Wow, yeah, Deathclaw, cool. At least comment twice. I've seen it once. So be it. So be it, Deathclaw. I like it. Good enough reason for me to fight too. I want to see Haley's Comet again too. When's it coming? I forget. We've seen it once in our lifetime. It's coming. Was it? I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah. Of course, we knew if we got too comfortable, we would die. And that's exactly what's happened here. Is that convenience makes us weak, and we have gotten so convenient that we are compliant. We used to make things. People that came back from the wars, Really? Helmand province. Yeah. I forget where my people. My unit. Uh, well, Stella, it just keeps going, and it affects everyone. Once it goes kinetic, there's no going back. Oh, yeah, you can have a lull in the fire, and ceasefire and everything. But yeah, that's basically it right there. It's a, life as you know it will end. Uh, there'll be no power. There'll be no water. There'll be no grocery stores. There'll be no Amazon. There'll be no gas. There'll be nothing. Uh, no, they don't make things. They steal things. Yeah. Afghanistan. Was it? I'm trying to remember. I got out. I got out in '98, and then my unit, Charlie Company 1-2, went off into Bosnia Herzegovina and Afghanistan, and like 70% did not make it. Yeah, out of the battalion, the whole battalion, 70%, and my company, Charlie Company, so a lot of, and I found out a lot of boots that came in. Yeah, a lot of you guys are vets, so I'm going to speak. A lot of boots that came in as I was short timing, but I still had to train them. They were in my fire team, they were in my squad, in my platoon. They didn't make it back. Storms, Stella. Yeah, well, that's armed. Oh, indeed, I know what it is, Guardsman, and thank you for sharing it with everyone. It's the war of hearts and minds. To win without fighting is best, as Sun Tzu would say, and that is the fifth generation warfare is the epitome of that. And yeah, that's the way it is. Is that there's so many there's so many that get online and create the hate and discontent. These glowies. Shipwreck, welcome. These glowies seek these guys out online and surround them and train them and groom them to to carry on these acts of tyranny. So going through chat here. But you know what? We don't need guns. We really don't. 330 million people said, okay, let's just grab whatever implement we have. Let's go. You don't need guns. Even if they have guns. They are few, we are many. Nothing is more scary than a horde. The great horde coming upon you. You don't even need this. Seriously. You really don't. We are a destructive tidal wave that nothing can stop. Short of a nuclear bomb, perhaps. Yeah, okay. Troops in the open. Okay. But But we've been so divided that we have been almost conquered. I have hope. I have hope. I don't want a black pill, I just can't black pill yet. I just can't. I have hopes. I have love. And I know I know others out there hear the voices of our ancestors. Even the young, woke, transhumanist, transgendered, non-binary potatoes. I know they hear it too. So yeah, I get to look at this new generation and go, what the fuck? But my generation was pretty fucked up too. We had mohawks and shit. Living like homeless squatters, doing drugs. It's no different, really. They hear it too. And everybody that doesn't want to see what's going on, or they can't see. That's another thing, is they can't see the flagship bristling with cannons on the horizon. They just can't see that. They don't know what that means. It's nothing. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to continue to do my Facebook, and I'm going to have my fucking soy lattes, and I'm going to continue to eat out and not buy food. And what do you mean that gas is going up $6? Okay, it's all right. It sucks, but I'll still commute. No, they don't want to hear any about that. They don't. They've already had their 5, 10 issued things in their arms, and they quietly walk around like this. Welcome to McDonald's. It's time to are you sure I can right? That's what the fuck is out there. Zombies. They must be awakened. Yeah, thank you. Garthman, yeah. Those people are going to awaken. They're going to have second thoughts. Patty Bob, hey, welcome. Greetings from the Western Front. Yeah, where Petty Bob is, man. Tell us about the craziness going on, man. The craziness. And what a historical place. Right, Patty? Right, Petty Bob? Very historical place. One of the stories I heard about my grandpa is that he went to Poland, and he liberated some concentration camps, and that it changed his life forever, and not for the good. Zombie hordes. I don't know about if there's going to be a zombie horde, zombies everywhere. Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of young kids running around in groups doing stupid shit. And then later on, it's going to be more adults running around in groups doing stupid shit. Small groups. And then communities are going to arise and protect their shit. Protect each other and protect their shit. Regardless of what, because we already know that our law enforcement is I mean, they're pretty good people. I mean, I gotta say, pretty good. They know what they're doing, and they do have, most of them do have, a good heart. But it's just going to be overwhelming. You guys talk about the zombies. Yeah, I've seen that, Petty Bob. It was made as a training. It was done for real. But it was made as a training aid, which they do use as a training aid. So, during the zombie apocalypse, you might encounter a undead entity. So they give you the checklist. Yeah, civil unrest is probably the biggest. But what comes afterwards is even worse. That's slavery, starvation, slavery. I mean, we know what's going on. This is a war of attrition. We didn't learn anything from the stories of Rome and how they fell. Somebody smoking a ganja. Ah. Yeah. Time to prep some flamethrowers. So that's my reflection, obviously, for Memorial Day. Past, present, and the future. We have to prepare. We are carrying the world now. It's up to us to carry it, not dropping. Lucky Dame Preparedness, welcome. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Flamethrowers added to the preps. You never know. Well, everyone, Shipwreck was saying, look, we really didn't learn the lessons. Okay, let's dive into Rome, shall we? Rome will fall again. It's not designed to succeed. Rome started to fall. You're gonna love this. Is when they basically went after Israel. Yeah, Jesus was the real good. Was the knife in the back of the Roman soldier, the Roman Empire, and they were doing a lot of infighting. Right off the bat, they were very corrupt. Corruption already set in, but once they tried to take, Jerusalem, it was such a hard fight and battle that the Romans eventually won, but then the Jews eventually won in the end and forced them out. And then, of course, hey, the old Visigoths and the Vandals. That was the icing on the cake. But yeah, the economic thing got so bad. Wheelbarrows of gold for a loaf of bread, that kind of thing. Everybody was stealing everything, and we're talking about their senates, and I mean, you can look. There's countless things that you could argue what there was no one reason why Rome fell. Rome fell because it got too fat and too lazy and too greedy. That's the truth. Stand down, Jared. Decadence. Yeah, decadence is decadence, but you got to have some hard work in there. You got to have some value, right? We do live in a fucking convenience makes us weak, disposable society. Something breaks, you just call Amazon and they replace it. You go to Walmart and pull up your receipt. This thing broke, Sean, Kentucky Survival. Sean tries every night. Yeah, we love you, Sean. Even with your attempted comedy. I say that because I attempt comedy all the time. Yeah, wow, Patty Bob. What can I say? I do have an opinion on the matter. Right on. I'm going to go outside and smoke a cigarette. Shall we go outside and smoke a cigarette? I think that's a great idea. Oh, I'm at 8. Oh. Bark at the dogs that are walking around. Oosh. How do I do this? Perfect. Right, Sean. Uh, that's what's up. You know, we do that. We do that so that you got to have some trench talk. You know, make fun of each other. Comedy into the horrific thing that is going on. It keeps you sane. You know. And veterans have a strange, twisted, and sometimes dark kind of comedy. Right on, Blaine. Yeah, strength and laughter. You know, I remember laughing at a lot of fights before they started. I remember laughing and stopping fights. I'm like, okay. The way of diffusing the situation or exacerbating it, but you know, most of the time it's diffusing. Yeah, they might have invented it, but we perfected it. Right on, Bonnie. It's great. So yeah, you know, that's where it goes. We now have the weight of the world on our shoulders. Chuck C, hey. Oh, damn. Joe. Tiger onesie. That is true. But yes, we still do have a potato. And we've got a whore. We've got a host of fucking clowns. We really do. We have, the whole world is they have a host of clowns. So it's not just Canada, it's not just the United States, it's Australia, it's UK, it's China, it's India, well, not so much India. A lot of the European countries too, tiger onesies. Yeah. I can just see Trudeau in that. I really could. But the whole world is affected from this. This tyrannical regime that has raised its ugly head once again. The great Hydra snake. To a potato and a fucking fancy sock. Damn. Touche, Sean, touche. Thank you, Charity. Thank you. Nope. 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 Go. 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 Hey, Dale. What's up? Okay, go ahead. Oh, okay. Well, I have a visitor. All right, Charity. Yeah. Okay. Try not to keep this. I have a friend. He's gonna be sitting in on the live. Have a seat and enjoy. This ought to be fun. Right. What is your name? Yeah.
Tell him Dale from the territory of Ohio.
Dale from the territory of Ohio. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. Deaf first. Who used to be our battle cry? Good times, good times. Yeah. Sabotage.
That's some nice equipment. I couldn't make ass from elbows on that, but I wouldn't have nothing to do with that. But that's okay.
My friend was a where did you do?
Huh?
What did you do? White Sands?
Oh,
Yeah.
military police.
Military police, White
Yeah,
Sands.
security, yeah.
Security back in the day.
Yeah, 73, 74.
73, 74. You know.
Low level security, but,
Yeah.
you know, moseyed around. Seen things, did things.
We have some people here from White Sands is warm. Yeah, yes, it is. Everybody is thanking you for your service.
Yep. Well,
So,
I would do it again. I'll go tomorrow. Dude, I like it out that way. White Sands sounds like a resort. White Sands.
yeah.
White Sands.
White
Minnesota.
Sands Resort.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna give me a drink and a pineapple with an umbrella in it, some rum. You know, put my toes in the white sand. Shit.
Right
Get your
on.
ass out there and ride in the Jeep, ride in the pickup, work a gate. You know, watch out for this and that.
Thank you, Skill, did the battle cry song.
No, it was pretty easy. I only had to pull my weapon once. It was a false alarm, but I didn't know. I only pulled it once.
The annual Bataan Death March. Yes. It's every year there, White Sands.
That didn't happen at White Sands.
It does happen at White Sands.
That happened in, I don't know, someplace in
Well,
Burma,
it's-
or something.
It's a training thing, you know, training exercise.
I don't know about that. That must be something new.
Yeah.
I gotta sit.
All right. Have a seat. Enjoy.
I gotta get me some. I gotta get me some minerals and some carbon, because these legs are aching. All I need is some minerals and vitamins,
Take care, Shipwreck.
and I need some carbon 60, which I plan to check into. That repairs cells. Because this is really bothering me here. I'd like to sit down a lot. Otherwise, I'm in great shape. This is starting to go bad. This is going bad.
Uh-oh.
It's going bad.
Take care, Shipwreck. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Carbon 60.
Carbon 60. You guys know about Carbon 60? Carbon 60.
I'm made of carbon, so are you.
Yes, that's true. We're all made of
Give
carbon.
me some carbon.
Yeah, carbon.
In 4 days, they say you start seeing results.
Cool.
It will repair your cells and it will kill off the bad ones.
Carbon 60.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there like that. There's only one that's made without solvent. I
Ah.
have the number for the one without solvent.
All right, guys, I'm off. Jump off here. Get up in 4 hours for work. Have a good night. I'll keep well, and have a good night. Thank you very much, Patty Bob. Thank you. I have a tendency to keep a foul mood when the fucking clown antics going on. Yeah, but there's hope, right? There is hope. That's what I have. I have hope that yes, Carbon 60 on Brighton, Mike Adams. Deathclaw is made of copper and plutonium. Ah. I do have some. All right, take care, Chuck C. Later, Chad. Much love.
It's gonna be Hercules over that.
Thank you, Petty Bob. Thank you from the Western Front. Thank you, Chuck C. Yeah, we can go ahead and get off of here if you guys want to. But you know, it's just the day of reflection. You know, Sunday reflection, and obviously it's going to be in the same way. I hope I still have hope. Yeah, right, Tintech. Gotta have hope, and hope comes from love. You know, the Marine Corps is God, country, and Corps. You know, God, family, and Corps. You know, or yeah. George is supposed to drop some stuff. All right, into the world, George. Yeah, right now, cool. Yeah. Never forget, this is the land of the free because of the brave, the ones that came home and the ones that didn't, the ones that left behind. You know, the ones that we love, the ones that we try to find, you know. Yeah. Yeah. No one fights harder than someone that loves what they're fighting for. It's usually family, friends, this country even. Even those woke bastards walking around with blue hair. Even the ones that are teaching our kids to be something else. Bring the rain, deaf first. Woohoo! Thank you, Blaine. Bye, y'all. Hit the like and the sub. Bye. Chuck. Thank you very much, Chuck. Yeah. So yeah, it's on this day of remembrance, you know. Look into your family history. And look at the heroes. Look at the heroic warriors that left and never came back. Someone's got their story. You possibly have their story. Keep that story alive. Those people gave us something. Their blood still pumps in our brain, in our veins. I can't talk. Their fire still burns in our belly. So, yeah, your grandpa, where a garden grows, hope lives. You know, one day I would love to be a warrior in a garden. Raking away, with my plate carrier on, rifle slung over. Growing some damn tomatoes. And some squash and beans and potatoes. Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. Yeah, remember that? So obviously, that's what I'm talking about. That's my reflection. And look what we inherited. We inherited this beautiful world. Well, Kentucky Survival, it's, hey, Farmer's Son, welcome. It's not a wish. I'm not wishing for anything. It's something that's been given. It's here, you take the mantle. Here, you take the weight of the world and run with it. And, well, we dropped the ball. We did. So now we got to pick it up. What's up, Pete? We got to pick it back up and run with it. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie T. Thank you. Right, Joe. Yeah. Hola, bro. Thank you. Hola, Pete. Hope everything is well. A roaming prepper. Yeah, so just take this time to just think back. Think back and reflect. Think about the sacrifices that were done, because we're probably going to have to do the same thing. Time to step up to the plate. So, anyway, thank you all for coming today, Sunday Reflections. Maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how I look at it. I might just have a day of remembrance, but you know, Hope Trills are still our fellow citizens. All who serve protected them too. If I changed that, I hate myself for saying it, but I wouldn't change it. Just another struggle to win. Yeah, you know. Yes, hold steadfast and true. Thank you, Stella. Yeah, so anyway, good night, everyone. Yeah, I hear there's some lives going on and elsewhere, so I'll go ahead and cut it short. We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you all, folks. Good night, everyone. Good night. This somber day of remembrance. Good night.